I only get 4 hours of sleep.
Well, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode 123 of the Sports Drive, the show that's secure for insomnia, the case of the Mondays, and just general people who are just uptight in general. I am the gluey hump, Josh Lopez, with a new logo here. Hope you guys like that. Trying to do something a little different. For those who are wondering, I'm only using this so sometimes my camera works and sometimes it doesn't. And when I do have my camera on during the shows, my stream for the show tends to slow down a lot. So usually YouTube Hangouts are booting me out of the show because of it. So just in case I could be here for the entire part of the show, that's why I'm having the camera. But hey, at least even though my mug is not the greatest thing on planet Earth, hey, you get to at least see what I really do look like.
Here's my mom, but not from a standpoint of what I look like.
Correct. And honestly, I have the Viking look right now, so probably best I don't have the camera on too. So.
Yeah, probably best. I agree. I'm with you there, dude.
But we are coming off a fun weekend, at least from my end. I had a fun time covering the TLC pay-per-view last night for the Zone of Wrestle. It was a lot of fun. TLC pay-per-views are always fun. I enjoy those hardcore type of pay-per-views. Now, the cool thing is that they don't do it every month. They do space it out throughout the year, which is a good thing. So I enjoy TLC. That was a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view. And then the last one of the year for WWE will be in 2 weeks, December 18th in Pittsburgh, Roadblock, ended the line. That's the Raw exclusive pay-per-view. That'll close out the year of pay-per-views. And then after Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, we got some WWE television here in Chicago.
Oh, yes.
Literally the day after Christmas, it's kind of interesting. Christmas Eve and Christmas is on the weekend this year. Over the past couple of years, it's been on like during the week.
Hey, Glory, I got to tell you something along those lines. I actually got the Sun Times. Actually, literally, when it came to my doorstep, I get both papers. But the Sun Times on the bottom, obviously, compared to Sun Times with just one paper, the Tribune, it's just sections. But on the Sun Times, dude, they actually on the back, which is the sports, as you know, they had an advertisement at the bottom of the page for Raw and SmackDown coming to Chicago, and it mentioned, I believe it was, what a great Christmas gift idea. So it's pretty cool to see.
Oh, it is. It's back-to-back nights of live television. Both of these shows will be live. And the cool part about this is not only do you get to see the Raw superstars and SmackDown stars going to be there, I think John Cena's making his return on that SmackDown show. So that's
right. Cool. He is. I'll say this, dude. I'll say this. I know Santa Claus. I know Santa would be breaking and entering into my house, but if he has tickets for both of those shows and puts them into my stocking, then guess what? Then I'll forego possibly having to use the rifle.
I would hope you get the chance to go to one of those shows, Frank. To be honest with you, I don't know what's the last wrestling event you've went to.
No, it's been a while. It was an in-house. Okay. It was an in-house show actually 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
It's been kind of a tradition over the past few years to have those house shows, those Christmas house shows here in Chicago. But the last one they did TV-wise, I remember this because I was still in high school at the time. I think I was a junior, Frank. I was a senior. I was a senior in high school, and this is when CM Punk was still in the company.
Right.
John Laurinaitis, the GM, came out with his music and his T-shirt, and the crowd was booing him out of the arena. It was great. But man, time goes by fast.
Yeah, man, really. I'm still kicking myself. I'm still kicking myself when it comes to shows for having a commitment in early 2002 when Raw came to the Allstate Arena.
Well, one of my favorite shows I've ever went to.
Which one? Yeah. Was this the one? Was this the one after No Way Out? Yeah. I could have gone to that show. I'm still kicking myself. 14 years, actually almost 15 years later, where I should have really backed out of that commitment. Unfortunately, I couldn't. I should have quit. Actually, I should have quit my job at the time.
I should mention this, folks. If you guys are just tuning in right now, you guys could hit us up in the chat room here in the YouTube live chat room. We'll read your comments on there. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. There's been over 120 editions of the Sports Rights, ladies and gentlemen. And if you ever miss an episode or just want to see how this show came to be in our progression when it comes to our on-air chemistry, I have a full playlist of all our previous episodes. Just make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you'll get all of our previous editions of the Sports Drive. It's that simple.
Hey, Gully Hump, I think we should let him know. Go ahead, Gully Hump. So my apologies.
Plus, we have previous editions of my wrestling podcast, which is doing very well.
Yep, I agree.
Last week was the highest rated episode I've done, at least for that podcast. We did over 5,000 listeners, which was really humbling.
That's awesome.
That was awesome. Very, very humbling.
Dude, I gotta tell you, some of these NFL games should have less than 5,000 viewers. Really?
They probably shouldn't even get access on radio or television at this point, to be honest with you.
Yeah, unfortunately, the NFL's to televise them, sadly.
Public service announcement, as always, if this is your first time watching the show, make sure to understand that this is a non-politically correct sports talk show. So just because we're not spewing out the same narratives that you hear from Fox Sports and ESPN doesn't mean we're scumbags or we don't know what we're talking about. If you have an issue with what we have to say, then that's on you, because unlike these other networks, we're actually expressing our own opinions.
Yeah, really. And people, and let me just say this too, William. There have been men and women that have died for the right to do what we're doing here.
Correct. And it's coming up on Wednesday. We won't be able to talk about this until Thursday, but excuse me, it's gonna be the not the 45th. I don't
know what you're talking about, dude.
No, it's Pearl Harbor. I'm trying to figure out what year it is.
Right. Yeah, 75th. Actually.
Yeah, 85th, right?
No, 75th. No, 75th.
Yes, this is be the 75th anniversary of Pearl Harbor this Wednesday. Maybe we could talk about that on Thursday, but
yeah, and also too, that's also the 36th wedding anniversary of my parents on that day, Wednesday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, it was a belated birthday shout out to our guy Skippy Bayless.
Oh my goodness!
It was his birthday yesterday. Yep.
Yeah. Another year older and another year.
I wonder who's more delusional, Skippy Bayless or the Disco Inferno.
Oh my goodness, dude! You know what? I gotta give Disco Inferno an edge. But Skippy Bayless is all right. Regarding you going up, we found somebody. We've already found somebody. It's more delusional.
Disco Inferno Disco Inferno actually thinks he's a wrestling legend because he was part of a creative team in WCW when it was at its lowest.
What does Disco Inferno know about a wrestling team? Dude, this guy literally needs to stay off the you-know-what soundbite that we play.
Yeah.
He really does. Dude, that's one guy I've never been a fan of.
For those wondering, Sean's not here today due to business adventures.
Business adventures.
By the way, undisclosed business adventure.
Oh, my goodness.
Hopefully it has nothing to do with Walmart or diarrhea, but we'll keep you guys updated.
There goes my... Boy, Hump, look what I was eating. I was eating some Greek yogurt. This is my typical breakfast. So let me get this straight here. Sean's a bowler. He's an actor, and now he's a businessman.
Yeah, what business, bro?
Dude, Sean's doing more than me.
He's doing a lot more than all of us.
I'll tell you what. From the businessman standpoint, that I'm not. I mean, face it, businessman. Dude, what's he gonna be that dude? All right, I bet you this. Sean's probably gearing up to run for office.
Secretary.
Not in the politics.
No,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Where you sit down and have a typewriter and you're in front of the big boss's office.
Or Sean can do what I do for a living, where I'm kind of like the wrestling court stenographer, where I'm, like in the trials, Frank, where that little girl typing in the room while the trials going on. That's basically, okay, full disclosure, ladies and gentlemen, when I do my play-by-play pieces, That's what I'm doing.
Dude, hey, dude, you know what? So wait, are you trying to say you want to work in court?
No, I don't want to work at court, but
Yeah,
I have a feeling. I have a feeling I could do it. I could do a good job at it.
Yeah, maybe you could. Maybe you could.
I mean, I get a lot of nice compliments for my play-by-play pieces, which is pretty cool. Because to be honest with you, I never thought I was going to be a good writer in the first place.
No, Sean, listen. No. Here's the thing, dude. You can't doubt yourself. I mean, listen. One thing about you, dude. One thing about you at only 22 years old, will be 23 next year. You're more mature than probably 9 out of 10 22, 23-year-olds. I mean, look, first of all, the people around your age, these millennials, Glory Hump, they don't even know what music is. I mean, they listen to music. I mean, they listen to music that smells like tater barf. Really. Second of all, these millennials have no clue what they're doing. I mean, you listen. You got your wrestling show, you got your wrestling writings, and it's doing very well. I mean, it's going to get better. Trust me. You know what? I'll tell you this: if I had a show, I mean, if I had my own show, I mean, this is your show, but if I had my own show, I'm taking you with me, if that's okay.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm taking. Yeah, we're going to hell, dude.
By the way, this show is not. This show's not my show. I mean, it's our show, but
okay. This is like marriage, isn't it?
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, exactly. Can we have that? Speaking of court, can we have that stricken from the record?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor.
Well, obviously, it's gonna be a little different format today, since it might be just me and the big win, but that's fine.
I'll keep it company. Browning
might be coming in today. He was running an errand last minute, of course. But besides that, it's kind of hard. Like, usually I'm used to doing like the big intro for everybody and improvising all that shit. And now I just got the big win, so I'll do it for the big win right now. And then go ahead. Favorite for the Howard Finkel. Why not? Here we go.
Yeah, make the most of it. Make it memorable.
And now, here's your starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. I've been trying to work on my Tommy Edwards impression. I want to be a PA announcer one of these days. I think it'd be fun. Or a ring announcer. Who knows? You know,
I want to be. You know what I want to be? I just want to be a heel GM.
I know. That's what I want to be. I would love to piss people off too. That'd be
you know what? No, I'll be honest. I wouldn't mind going the Eric Bischoff route in wrestling. Seriously, I wouldn't mind starting off as an announcer and then becoming a heel.
Nice. All right.
Except I don't sell meat from a truck.
Introducing from Blue Bumblebee, Indiana, we got a young man who is chomping down his yogurt. Feels like he's coming out of the morgue every weekend. Also, he is the Robert Shapiro of the Sports Drive. He's number one on the mic and number one in your heart. Here he is, the big win, Frank Sprankle.
Go Hump. You know what? I'll keep you company. Trust me. You always got a friend in me, dude. I won't leave you hanging out to dry.
Same here, good brother.
Even though I only got 4 hours of sleep, having work, and I enjoy my work. I enjoy my work with US Sports Pages. It's absolutely fun blogging all these sports stories. However, I was able to beat. I actually beat the sunrise. Sometimes I actually don't get to bed on Monday mornings until after the sun goes up. Mm-hmm. Doing well, dude. Doing well. How's life treating you? I had a friend in high school that used to say, "How's life treating you? How's life treating you, dude?"
Pretty good. Frank, would you like to do Mr. Finkel?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
All right.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. That is unphenomenal. Introducing the guy who is about to participate in tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my, oh yes. He is the Chloe Hump, Josh Lopez.
I love that, man. It's awesome.
Hey, Howard Finkel's a Hall of Famer, dude.
The best parts when you do that is like this following contest is scheduled for anything for
Anything but one fall. Anything but one fall. And it was phenomenal.
God, that's great. I'm doing great, ladies and gentlemen. This is give a shout out since you probably won't hear this from the West Coast. Bye.
See you later, dude.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Watch this.
Bye was me trying to click my remote control when the Giants and Steelers game was on yesterday, but nonetheless, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. Let's try to recap all the action from yesterday's slate of football games. There was a lot of them yesterday.
I got something.
Oh, hey, Sally. Oh, my goodness. I haven't done my Christmas shopping. And my beast-dog kids are complaining about all these stinking toys that I don't want, that I hate and despise.
Hey, Junie, how's your weekend? You ready for Christmas? Did you get all your plans set up?
Hey, Allie, it smells like duty in my cubicle.
Hey, Alberta, did you get all the tickle and ivories ready at the church?
Oh no, Sally, no, Sally. You know what? No, Sally, I sober slack. My kids kept me.
Another thing that's fun about this upcoming week, MLB winter meetings begin.
Yeah, the Cubs won the World Series a month ago, and all of a sudden we're talking winter meetings.
Yeah, Brian Dunsing and John Jay are the newest additions to the Chicago Cubs.
Pretty good. Of course, the J one's only a year.
Mm-hmm. Matt Holliday, this is coming out last night. Matt Holliday signed a 1-year, $13 million contract with the New York Yankees.
Yeah, you get
I don't care if it's a 1-year deal, but still, $13 million. I mean, I would take $6 million for the contract.
Hey, that's right. Hey, listen,
$6 million is a lot of money, Frank. You could go off the rest of your life with that shit.
I came across this on my work because I love my U.S. Sports Pages work. Dude. Okay, I gotta send you this, dude. If we could just change a little bit of course here, if we may.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, if we could change a little bit of course. Let me find the article. You know what? Speaking of ball players and money and living a good life, dude, this involves Justin Verlander. Or I'll send it to you, dude. But I'll tell you what, I come across this stuff constantly when I do my work. Let me find the article here. It's somewhere in my computer. Dude, I'll just Google it. I'll just Google it. But anyway, get this.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys know how much I talk about ear muffins and stuff. Check out Sierra Santos from CSNChicago.com and Comcast Sportsnet on that girl is freaking hot. But go ahead, freak.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now. I'm trying to find it. Okay, all right. Here, I'll just give you the TMZ article. But Justin Verlander and Kate Upton, unfortunately, by the way, Justin Verlander happens to be one of the luckiest men on the face of the earth. Not only is he pitching and making multi-millions of dollars, he's getting married to Kate Upton. When the wedding is, who knows? But get this. They purchased in Beverly Hills a $5.5 million mansion. Could you imagine that type of life? Having a $5.5 million mansion and living with Kate Upton.
Kate Upton, man.
Here's the article, dude. This is from TMC.
Here's the thing, though. When we talk about these type of things, obviously, yeah, a lot of women are beautiful, right? But it's always seems to be a turnoff. Would I like to have the $1 million house? But if I have to sleep next to and live with somebody who doesn't even have any self-respect for themselves, I think it would be an issue for me. At least for me.
Yeah, see, that's a maturity in you, dude. That's a maturity in you. But I'll tell you what. You talk about all these millions of dollars. Look at what $5.5 million has bought Justin Verlander and Kate Upton.
I know,
And
right?
you know what? But here's the thing, though. I gotta say this.
Hey, but that's coming out of Detroit money, where they could use that money in helping their freaking their neighborhoods and stuff.
Oh yeah. It's hard to believe. Yeah, it's hard to believe Detroit money is actually benefiting Justin Verlander and Kate Upton. Yet it's not benefiting. That's what pisses me off. It's not benefiting those that are struggling because they're out of work. What man does that make you? And besides, dude, I would not take $5.5 million for a Beverly Hills mansion. Kate Upton or not, I'm in Chicago. This is where I'm living. This is where
unless, Frank, I'm going to give you 3 different options. No, actually, I'm going to do 2, okay? Unless Kristen Leahy or Paige are included in that package, I'm not accepting that deal.
Oh, all right. All
right.
All right, I can see where you're coming from there.
Also, rumors think, since we're talking a little bit about baseball for now, Andrew McCutchen, no, my bad, the Nationals.
No, you're right. You're right there.
The Nationals were actually a tag team in the NWA. So I want to give a shout out to those old school wrestling fans. But the Nationals are pursuing both Chris Sale and Andrew McCutchen, and they also feel they have enough prospects to make both deals a reality. Is that something you would like to see in the future?
I have a feeling. Well, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'm going to say. The Nationals are definitely offering Andrew McCutchen a big contract, and he's definitely worthy of it. I don't know how much money he's going to get, but expect him to get a lot. Expect Andrew McCutchen to get a lot of cash here. I mean, this is going to be a multi-year deal. These aren't going to be these 1-year deals or 2-year deals like we have seen over the last week or so. Dude, McCutchen's going to make a whole lot of money here.
Well, here's the thing with the Nationals. They have to understand, and just like any other team that's going to go after for sale, you need to understand that, you have some guys on your team that you think could be potential faces of the franchise, but unfortunately, those people are going to be included if you're going to want to make that transaction, because the White Sox are just not going to give Chris Sales for draft picks and one prospect. There's going to be a certain key caliber player on that team that's going to be traded for Chris Sale.
All right, but here,
go ahead.
Let me ask you this: do you think, first of all, the White Sox are trying to blow up everything and try to go to Cubs route? Because I think they're really looking at it to a certain degree. I think the White Sox have been inspired here.
I think they'll consider it, but even then, are you just gonna? You gotta look at this from a business standpoint too, Frank. How we talk about it and we joke around, and it kind of pisses me off as a Sox fan that year after year the attendance keeps going lower and lower and lower and lower, because that ballpark is beautiful. I get it, the team sucks, but goddamn. And here's the thing, I get it. The Cubs made it work. It's a miracle. The Cubs won the World Series. I'm happy for the city. But unless the Cubs win or are actually in the World Series next year, then I'll buy into the Cubs route of tanking for sake of a rebuild. Frank, we talk about this a lot in the opening answer when I bring up the stuff from ESPN 1000. Just because a franchise is starting to struggle for a couple years and they don't make the playoffs doesn't mean you have to rebuild. Because it's easy.
I think franchises are looking at it.
But you could look at it, but it's easy to say,
the Royals did it too. The Royals, not just the Cubs, but the Royals did it.
But here's the difference. Yes, you can look into a rebuild, but you need the right people to make those choices for your draft picks and free agents.
And that's what Theo Epstein has done. And yes, he is the right person for the Cubs. He was the right person in Boston. But here's another thing too. Okay. Understand this. You can have all of these great players. You can have this young talent like the Cubs had. You can have this whole gold rush of minor league players coming up, and the Cubs accomplished that. Mm-hmm. But I am a believer that you need to have the right guy guiding you, and that's what Theo Epstein has done. Theo Epstein is the ultimate baseball matchmaker here, Glory Hum, because he brought in Joe Madden. 2 years ago, he knew that Joe Madden was on the market after leaving Tampa Bay. He knew that this was the perfect baseball match. And sure enough, 2 years later, we're finding that. You need a manager that's going to reflect your ball club. It might be a Joe Madden type character. It might not be a Joe Madden type character. It might be a Jim Leland character. And I'll be honest, Leland and Berlin and Leland is different from Madden. But you need the right manager here. I can't stress that enough.
Let's look at this from a different example. Let's say this project with Dwayne Wade and Rajon Rondo don't work for the Bulls, right? I'm not saying it is going to work, and I'm not going to say it's not going to work. Because, okay, let's say the Bulls don't make the playoffs for the next years. Okay, so we're going to rely on Gar Forman and John Paxson to make decisions for sake of rebuild when they drafted Tony Snell, Marcus Teague, Bobby Portis, Nikola Mirotic, and Doug McDermott over the past 5 years. And none of those guys have turned out to even be quality bench players at best.
Well, isn't that a reflect on the general manager? Isn't that a reflect on Gar Forman?
Is it a reflection on Gar Forman?
Yeah, it is. You better believe it's a reflection.
I'm asking this because, the draft picks haven't worked out, but look who he's brought in to helped out the team, like DJ Augustine and a bunch of other quality role players that didn't give a chance at any of these other teams, but ended up actually becoming a really quality player.
Well, listen.
Or look at the trade. Everybody wanted D Rose traded. They traded the freaking bum, and we got Robin Lopez out.
Why do you think I go up against anybody that plays against the New York Knicks? Seriously, because of Derrick Rose. And I'm gonna say this: the Bulls are a better team because they don't have Derrick Rose.
I'm glad he's not here anymore.
Yeah, so am I. He's gone. Hey, we got.
I got General Cernus.
Hey, we got. Hey, I probably had something else too that we didn't know.
Oh boy.
Hey, we got an orange browning in the house.
Oh yeah, we got a big pumpkin.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call him the late hatching pumpkin because
dude. Wait.
Not only is he the bully master, but he's the master of errands. Here he is, the brownie master, Andrew Browning.
So it's just me and you and Frank today?
Yes, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, and there is going to be no bath shower today because I don't have the audio with me in order to play the song.
Oh, really? No bath shower. That sucks. I always enjoy it.
Unless the snowman makes a late run in, I don't see it happening.
And no pillow throwing.
Yeah, I was going to say this.
Unless you want to throw some pillows around, Brownie.
Yeah, Sean.
I'm cool and calm and not like he is.
Yeah, Sean's really sensitive. I mean, what happens if I said Skippy? Dude, what happens if I said? Could you imagine if Skippy Bayless said Giselle is butt ugly and built like a man?
I got it.
Could you imagine that?
No. All right. Anything else you're keying your eye on as far as winter meetings, Frank? As the week goes on, or no?
Well, obviously, there's always going to be deals, and I'll be honest. From a Cub fan standpoint, I want to know where Dexter Fowler is going to go because Dexter Fowler is not going to be at the Cubs. Let's face it. I think Dexter Fowler realizes his mission accomplished. I've won the World Series. I need the big term deal now. The Cubs are going to give it to me, so I'm going to boot and go everywhere. I want to know which teams are going to get pitching. That's always the key. We have not had. Well, you mentioned Matt Howard. Pitching. We have not had a big pitcher. We've had Matt Holliday, but I won't say he's really a big pitcher out there. But who's going to get the big? Who's going to get the big arms? That's what I want to know.
Look what Houston's doing. I think that's going to be one of those sleeper teams in the AL next year. I know they didn't make the playoffs last year, but I see a lot. I see a lot for them. They also got Carlos Beltran too.
They did
over the weekend too. So
they have a mission because they were supposed to make the playoffs last year. They didn't. They got a mission.
All right. Before we move on to football, talk a little bit about wrestling. Because why not? just admit it to yourself. You know you like wrestling.
That's right. That's what
you can admit at least you probably watch at least one edition of wrestling television in your life.
Dude, I watch it.
You know you would have to be a hardcore fan, but don't tell me that you never heard about professional wrestling before.
Dude, I watch classic pro wrestling on YouTube constantly.
Ladies and gentlemen, Browning, obviously you're rocking your PTW t-shirt, even though Primetime Wrestling has been affiliated with a bevy of independent wrestling organizations, so it's not really original, but nonetheless, Primetime Wrestling in Blue Bumblefuck, Kentucky. Browning, what was your thoughts on the pay-per-view last night? Did you get to watch it yet or no?
I got to watch I can't talk. Sorry.
Are you waking up, dude? Are you like me? Still waking up?
What? I got to watch wrestling when I got home last night. I saw where Alexa Bliss won last night. I predicted it.
You wanted Becky to win, right?
I wanted Alexa Bliss.
That's weird because I saw your post on Facebook last night. You're like, Alexa won.
No, I was like, oh yeah, I just got home. I just saw Alexa Bliss won.
Mm-hmm. Alexa's, Frank, I don't know if you've seen her yet or not, but
what? Oh yeah, I've seen her.
She reminds me of Trish Stratus with the voice.
She looks a lot like Trish Stratus.
I see the similarity. I know what you're talking about. The similarity, especially
more hotter and a way better wrestler, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know Trish. I'll say this about Trish. She really wasn't the best wrestler, now that you think about it. She's actually Trish.
Then AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose match.
Yeah.
That
was a barn burner.
Yeah.
With James Ellsworth did. I was like, what?
Yeah, unfortunately, any tag team with Randy Orton won.
And that's why you gotta listen to the Pipe Bomb with McCool and Company. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna talk about this a lot on Wednesday, but for the fan base that cries and moans for long-term storytelling are the hypocrites that are surprised that Ellsworth turned on Ambrose. Look at the story context here. Yeah. AJ brought James Ellsworth here so he wouldn't have to fight Dean Ambrose again, right? This is where this all started. And then Daniel Bryan and Dean Ambrose got into the fan phase of James Ellsworth. Dean Ambrose was the reason why James Ellsworth got a WWE contract. James Ellsworth used Dean Ambrose so he could work for the company.
Dude, he used him his life. He used him his life. Are you nuts?
The story came full circle, and I'm seeing all these people like, oh my god, WWE's burying AJ Styles because they're focusing on James Ellsworth. No, they're elevating Styles as a heel, dumbasses.
Hey, you know what? I've always been a believer in this, guys, that everybody should be a face once and a heel once.
Yes.
No, really, you might suck either or. But still, you got to see what I think for the fans, they got to see what it's like one time.
I just can't see how people could be that gullible that people actually think Ellsworth is going to be Styles for the title on Tuesday. You're high. It's not happening.
I agree with you there, Glee Hump. You are major league high.
That's on Tuesday. That's on SmackDown that night.
Yeah. Hey, you think we should get Browning up here after
Ellsworth that's won 3 matches. You really think he's going to win the title now? Come on.
No.
Hey, Glee Hump, should we get Browning here the day after Christmas and the day after that as well for Raw and SmackDown?
That'd be fun.
Yeah, three of us ought to go to that.
Yeah, Browning can actually go to a real wrestling arena.
The Rosemont Horizon.
Unlike the Louisville Gardens, my bad.
It's like Louisville.
Love out.
Don't they have the Yum Center or Yum Arena, whatever that's called?
Oh yeah, Brownie, your restaurant. No, your arena, the KFC Yum Center.
To be honest, I haven't been to that arena yet, so.
Hey, wait, if it's Yum, let me ask you, you don't own any stock in Taco Bell or Pizza Hut, do you?
No.
Oh man.
Dude, if you do, could you give me free pretzel crust?
Yeah, I'll do that. Cool. I still need to give Josh a $10 discount though.
I need to invest in some stock on Auntie Anne's, the pretzel place at malls. You know what I'm talking about, Frank?
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, right. The pretzel places. Aren't they red? Aren't they blue and white?
Yes.
They don't look like places. Yeah, they look like they don't look. They look like
Auntie Anne's.
They look like places your grandma would go to.
Aunt Jemima.
Aunt Jemima.
Oh man, it's me, I'm Atlanta.
Dude, it looks like that outside. It really does. Dude, why is it half the days I come on the show and it looks like I looks like I live in the defunct Soviet Union.
Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get into some football in a couple minutes, but I'm here with the big win. I'm here with the Brownie Master, talking about some sports, going around the table here. I'm still not buying this business meeting. Just still, if you really want my opinions, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to this meeting that Sean's having, I'm not buying it.
I do. I don't know. I do. Wait a minute. Sean has never mentioned. He's only gone once. Sometimes I get to miss a couple shows.
I really think he's using the meeting thing as an excuse to just do his college homework.
Yeah.
Look, I understand not doing a show because you want to focus on your school stuff, but at least be honest with it. Don't say, "Oh, I have a business meeting." No, you got homework to do. That's what you got to do.
Talk to you later.
Dude, I don't know. Sean's a pretty smart dude.
Nobody's saying he's not smart, but it's his excuses. Sometimes his excuses are all over the places.
I don't know about that. You know what? I'll say this: I'll tell you what. If there's listen, there's only one way you can tell if Sean doesn't come on a show the next day. If it's a Monday, if the Patriots lose.
Yeah.
If the Patriots lose, then you know, Sean coming on the show. There's a problem there, dude.
Oh, we'll talk about this really quick. Oh yeah, the Patriots, the team that Roger Goodell supposedly hates, has probably had the easiest schedule in the history of the NFL.
Of course.
Who have they compete against besides the Seahawks? And don't give me this excuse. Oh, they rotate the schedule, Josh. Yeah, they rotate the divisions they play against, but that doesn't change how the schedule is formatted.
No, they had the Cleveland Browns on their schedule. Let me ask you. I don't remember this.
A win versus the Los Angeles Rams did not convince me that the Patriots are Super Bowl contenders.
No. Of course not. Of course not. Look, Tom Brady, give him his due. He got his 201st win, but the Los Angeles Rams are going to convince you that they're Super Bowl contenders. Dude, there's even questions on whether or not Jeff Fisher should have gotten his contract extension in the first place.
You know, it's funny. I picked the Rams out of comedic purposes yesterday, and I wasn't even taking them seriously. It's still the Patriots. I thought the game should have been like 50-10 Patriots.
Oh, boy, I looked it up. If I gotta get in on this, hey, you and I are tied in the Pick'em League.
No, you're up a point.
Really? I thought it was 110. I checked. Dude.
Yeah, I saw it too. You're up one.
Oh, I am. Well, not a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm still in last place.
All right, Cooley Hump, let the best man win.
Correct.
I'm still in last, but I got to 100 finally.
I want to give a shout out to my favorite rock band and one of the reasons why I started playing music. The Eagles were honored yesterday at the Kennedy Center Honors.
Really? They were? I didn't know that.
It's a yearly event they do. They're televising it this year on December 27th,
nice.
I think.
Hear that, millennials? There's actually some good music out there.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. The Eagles were a big connection between me and my grandfather, who lives next door to me. And it was really, really a fortunate start of the year for me, at least, because Glenn Frey was my favorite songwriter and singer. So when he passed away, that hit me really rough. Yeah, and obviously they're not family members, but Glenn Frey, you never heard bad stuff about him. He wasn't an asshole to people. Yeah, did he have arguments in band? But that happens with every band. But yeah, it sucks that he's gone, man.
Yeah, it does.
Because they were literally, Don Henley talked about this a couple months ago, Frank. They were actually going to do a tour centering around the Hotel California album. Because it was
really? I didn't know that.
Because this year was the 40-year anniversary of the album coming out. It came out in 1976. And they were going to do the whole tour on all the songs from that particular album in the tour.
That's awesome.
I got to tell you this about Henley. I love his solo work, too.
Yeah, Don Henley, I think he's still doing shows now too, so that's pretty cool. But yep. Don, congrats to the Eagles. Part in the Kennedy Center honors. It was the last one for the Obama administration. As unfortunately, the Trumps will be invading and turning the White House into a corporate scumbag house. Just keep it 100. Yeah. Bring your hate. Bury the whatever the fuck they call it about Trump. You know what's worse about this? It's like we live in a society that's already surrounded by negativity 24/7. Yet these people are clinging to a guy whose whole aura is, I pretend I'm not politically correct and I'm gonna fight the good fight for people and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Now, shut the fuck up. You ain't gonna do shit. It's a publicity stunt, and that's the worst part. It's very bad. It's very bad that the country's fractured as what it is. Like, okay, we're supposed to buy into a publicity stunt that America's gonna be great again. Give me a fucking break.
You talk about Trump? Yeah,
and then the funny thing is, I didn't really give a flying fig dude about Hillary Clinton too, because she's all over the place with her nonsense. But still. God damn, man! I'm gonna buy into a publicity stunt as a president. Okay, well, these next 2 years will be the Wild Wild West actually, the next 4 years will be the Wild Wild West because obviously you can't go to a new president until that 4-year period, right?
I must be the only one here that voted for Trump.
I didn't vote.
Me neither.
I'll just be honest. I didn't vote.
Okay. Correction. I'm the only one here, and I know Shawnee Boy voted because we know who.
It's bad for me to say that because obviously I should, and it probably would make a difference. But honestly, I didn't care about both of those cans, so I'm not gonna. Hey, I'm not gonna put an act on and be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna vote just to vote." No.
Yeah.
It has to be worth it, and. We don't need to get into the whole thing, but still, I just find it funny. This guy is speaking up for the angry American that wants this country back. It's still the same old guard. That's the same reason why this country is fractured and completely segregated in the first place. So, oh well.
I have no comment. I don't talk politics on sports shows.
Yeah. All right, let's go into on this day in sports history, shall we?
All right.
Bronny, guess what my screensaver is on my phone?
He looks very Nashville, dude, with the guitar.
Page?
No, it used to be.
Oh.
Next.
Oh. Alexa Bliss.
Got it.
There we go. I should have said it first because I talked about her.
Did you say Ace of Base?
Alexa Bliss, he said, Frank.
I remember Ace of Base when you were born. I mean, they were big the day you were born, probably.
Anybody remember the Aces and Eights?
Oh, God.
TNA?
The
Aces and Eights?
Yeah. Hey, by the way, is anyone going to watch South Park on Wednesday besides me?
I'll probably try to watch it after Lucha.
I know, dude. But by the way, there's also a new South Park video game coming out.
Nice. All right, here we go. It's December 5th, so here we go. On this day, 1908, at the University of Pittsburgh, numerals were first used on football uniforms worn by college football players.
Oh, no, cool.
On this day, 1970, the Stanley Cup Conn Smythe Trophy and Bill Masterin Trophy were stolen from the NHL Hall of Fame.
Right.
I don't know if you heard about that before.
I assume they were. I know, but I assume they were found.
Here's some Cub history here. On this day, 1973, Ron Santo became the first Major League player to veto his trade clause.
Yeah, went to the White Sox.
On this day, 1978, Pete Rose signed with the Philadelphia Phillies. The contract was for 4 years, $3.2 million, making Rose the highest paid athlete in team sports.
Man.
He should be in the Hall of Fame, dude.
Yes, he should. All right, honestly, he should be in the Hall of Fame, but he should not be on Fox Sports Television as an analyst.
Yeah, I like him.
Honestly, in 1982, Mel Gray ended an NFL streak of 121 consecutive games with receptions. Honestly, 1983, Steve Howe, the Dodgers, was suspended for 1 year for cocaine use.
Isn't he dead now, Steve Howe? I think he was.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, let me check. I remember, actually, you know what? Yeah, he is dead. He died 10 years ago. Hard to believe. Guys, I remember when Steve Howe, I believe he brought a loaded gun into one of the New York airports.
Mm-hmm. Frank, you were only 2 when this happened, but the video arcade game NFL Football was unveiled in Chicago.
That I didn't know.
It was the first video arcade game to be licensed by the National Football League.
And now we got Madden.
I'd say in 1995, Dan Marino passed for 300 yards in a game for the 52nd time in his career, setting an NFL record. Nice. I think Drew Brees has probably broken that record by now, to be honest with you.
So which record is this?
Games with 300 passing yards.
Yeah, I don't even think Peyton holds that.
I think Brees got it now.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Honestly, 2000, Karl Malone moved past Wilt Chamberlain in second place on the NBA's all-time scoring list. Looks like Alfred James will be getting that record by doing what he does best: free throw shots and slam dunks. Sorry, Browning. Just keep it.
Come on now. No.
Honestly, 2002, Michael Hanzus, former Chicago Blackhawk, but on this day he was with the Flyers, became only the second NHL player to score an overtime goal on a penalty shot. The Flyers beat the Rangers that night 3-2. So some good stuff there. Go back to history. I was surprised Ron Santo was the first player to veto a trade in baseball.
Man.
Yeah, really.
All right, here we go. Birthday shout-outs. Happy birthday to the late, great Walt Disney. Original Walt Disney. Walt Disney passed away at the age of 65 in 1966.
He was also born in Chicago. I wouldn't say Disney. I wouldn't say going to Disney World or Disneyland is a big priority, man. I've never been.
I love how everybody says New York is the face of America. I would have to say it would be Chicago, because Chicago is, I think, made more impact than New York.
Yeah, people don't understand. Walt Disney was born in Chicago.
Yeah. All right. Happy 31st birthday to Frankie Muniz from Malcolm in the Middle. If you guys
remember, I remember that show.
Yeah, I did. I thought it sucked. I'm not kidding. They said it was like a real life Simpsons. I didn't see it.
Oh man, that's funny. All right, happy 32nd birthday to an actress which I think is really hot, to be honest with you. Lauren London. You guys can Google that.
I'm not sure who she is, dude.
Lauren London.
I've probably heard of her. London.
She turned 32 today. Anyway.
Happy birthday, Laura London.
Happy 34th birthday to another hot actress, singer, Carrie Hilson. She turned 34 today. Nano, this is The Herd. Here at the top of the hour. I'm a jackass on worldwide television on Fox Sports 1. Like that?
That's fun. That's funny there.
Hey, Brownie, won't that wake people up?
Yep.
Oh, man. All right, here we go. Happy 84th birthday to Little Richard.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the rock guy.
I thought Little Richard would be older than that.
Really? I thought he would be in the 70s.
This guy's been performing since the 50s. Let me ask you guys this. How much you think Little Richard is actually paid to go under the knife?
I don't know.
He's probably paid a lot.
That's a funny question. Happy 41st birthday to actress. I mentioned before, there's only been like 3 celebrity people that I consider like the hottest women ever. Obviously we had Paige won for wrestling, right?
Yeah.
That's one.
It's up there, dude. You better believe it.
Number 2 for me was always Reese Witherspoon.
I can say nice.
And then 3, Paula Patton. You guys could Google that one as well.
Yeah, dude, I gotta see who Paula Patton is. Believe it or not, I've drawn a blank. Paula Patton.
All right, next one. Happy 31st birthday to Josh Smith. I'm surprised he's only 31. I thought he's like his 40s. Well, he's been playing Josh Smith, the power forward. You remember him?
Yep. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Well, he's probably been playing in the league for a long time, actually, to be honest with you. So, let's see what else we got here. There's a lot of birthdays today. If we forget anybody, we do apologize in advance. Happy 30th birthday to Eddie Lacy's cousin and Pablo Sandoval's brother, LeGarrette Blunt. LeGarrette Blunt turned 30 years old, so that's a big one for the Walmer boy. Happy 25th birthday to Christian Yelich from the Miami Marlins.
Happy birthday, Christian Yelich. I saw him play this year.
Very interesting talent. Very, very good player.
Those are going to be a good team, I think.
That's a wrap for the birthday shouts. Also, don't forget, I don't watch college football, but they did reveal the top 4 rankings in the college football playoffs. Yeah. And this is one of the reasons why I do not watch college football, because we need to go with a committee that talks about this subjectively, unlike actually going by the actual records and what the winners of the actual conferences were.
I'll just say this. It's biased. It's biased. I do like college football, and I'll say this. I know you want to talk about it. You're not a college football fan, William. It's biased.
It's terrible, man. It's freaking ridiculous.
That's terrible.
Yeah, well, bro. There you go, Brody.
So we got Alabama, go figure, number 1, Clemson 2, Ohio State 3, and 4, Washington.
Yeah, as far as Ohio State, they shouldn't be in there. That's what I'll say.
Okay, so let's just make this obvious. Alabama and Ohio State in the national championship.
Yeah, of course, that's what everybody wants to see. I would be surprised if Ohio State...
Is that what everybody wants to see?
That's what the committee
I'll be honest with you guys. Every time Ohio State has been in a national championship game, I never watched it. That college football team and that college in general bores me to tears.
Hey, Blue Helm, just wait till Ohio State is in their playoff game. I believe it's against Clemson. Just wait till Ohio State plays Clemson.
Well, I bet
that game will be rigged.
I bet you Ohio State could beat the San Francisco 49ers.
Or the Browns.
Yeah, we should be talking about the Browns. The Browns are being precedent for teams that suck.
Well, the road to 0-16 Part 2 begins this weekend as the Browns are at home against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, man.
Oh, dear Lord.
I got a rant. Go ahead, Frank. Go ahead.
Speaking of which, I do have a rant. Okay, and this involves the NBC television network. Yeah, really. Next week on Sunday Night Football, they're airing their game against the Giants.
And Cowboys?
The Cowboys. The Cowboys and Giants. That's a Sunday night game next week. That was initially scheduled to be on NBC. But you guys know what's on the following week? NBC flexed out the Bengals-Steelers game to put the Cowboys in the following week as well. So
against who?
The Buccaneers.
Oh, come on.
No joke. NBC has flexed out the Bengals and the Steelers.
So let me ask you a question. So Sunday Night Football is now the home of the Seattle Seahawks, the Patriots, and the Cowboys? Oh, good God.
Bucks at Cowboys December 18th. So the Cowboys are on NBC Sunday Night Football back-to-back weeks.
That's ridiculous.
There's no team should be on NBC back-to-back weeks.
That's crazy.
The Cowboys have been in – they're going to be in it like 4 times this season. God damn! Put the Ravens and the Patriots in there.
They're on Monday Night Football next week.
Oh yeah, that is Monday Night Football. My bad. I thought they were playing on Sunday. Oh well, but hey, man, this could be a good part since it's the top of the hour. We could transition to our football talk now.
Sure, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. The New England Patriots are not the best team in the AFC. I don't care that they're 10-2. The best team in the AFC right now is a tie right now, and it's going to be the Thursday night
football. Raiders!
Yep, the Raiders and the Chiefs.
Hey, by the way, shouldn't NBC now stand for nothing but Cowboys? Well, dude, that's what we're getting the next 2 weeks on Sunday Night Football.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's freaking.
How are you on Sunday Night Football 2 straight weeks? I don't care how good of a season you are.
The Seahawks were in it 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks in a row. I remember. I remember. Anyways, this brings a good transition because the Eagles got mollywopped yesterday.
I want to talk about that game.
Mollywopped by the Bengals yesterday.
No, you don't want to talk about it. Wait. Excuse me, you don't want to talk about that game? Are you being like Sean now?
No.
Yeah. Don't hit me with that. Don't hit me with that.
Don't talk to me.
I mean, I'm not like that, but I'm just saying it's.
What does he say a lot, Bronny? Don't start your shit. Right?
Hey guys, is it just me or is it kind of quiet that Sean's not here?
Yeah, no. But it's his meetings.
Well, that's what happens when Sean is not here. When he's on here, he tries to act like he's the host and cuts people off.
He's like,
you know what? Here's can I use you guys as an example? I'll use you, Glue Hump, as an example. If he cuts you off, dude, just do this.
Huh.
That's what I would do. Not Glue Hump. No pun intended for you, dude. Not that I wanted to intentionally cut you off.
Yeah, but still, like when he does that, I just go to the what. That's one of the main reasons why I did what, so he could shut up.
Yeah, dude. I say whenever Sean tries to be the host, let's just all three of us go one at the same time. Dude, let's make it more mad. Dude, let's make it more mad than Kurt Angle.
All right, let's do it. Hey, let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
What?
No, you gotta make it quick. You can't.
Okay, okay, let's make it quick. 1, 2, 3.
What? 1, 2, 3. What? 1, 2, 3. What?
Bro, you gotta be more on cue, dude.
Brother, you gotta speed it up, man.
I know, I'm trying to.
That's alright.
Wake up, you freaking hump. This show, by the way, on Mondays, Football Mondays, this is the cure for the case of the Mondays. All right, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, I hope you guys are having a good time watching the show while you're miserable at your cubicle.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. My team's on. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, but going back to the Eagles and Bengals, they got absolutely destroyed. I think the Eagles are done for now. They're done. The Eagles will be playing the Redskins next week. The Bengals, like I mentioned before, they'll be taking on the Browns. That's Ethiopia at its finest.
Like I said,
honestly, hey Frank, I think that game is more Ethiopia than Bears 49ers.
Guys, every Friday, guys, like I said, every Friday when we get to our picks and we get to the game involving the Browns, you don't even ask me who I'm picking. You know the answer.
How about a tie though?
No, not even a tie. Are you nuts?
You know what's the worst thing about ties? Not only does it affect playoff position, but it also affects drafts too.
Yep.
Hey, you know what's odd? Guys, you know what's odd? I was watching Red Zone yesterday, and Fox aired the Redskins Cardinals game. And you know what's odd about it?
You know how Fox in their game box shows records now?
Yeah.
Think about this. You had the Cardinals and the Redskins each have a tie in the record.
Correct.
Oh, man.
Dude, that was odd.
Yeah, it's kind of weird typing it out too, because you guys know I do those result pages on the Sports Drive Twitter account. You guys can go check that out. It's a lot of fun. It doesn't take long, so I have fun doing those pieces. But anyways, let's keep it in division. So the Redskins, they lost to the Cardinals yesterday, 31-20.
I had that pick.
Wait, can I have that pick? I don't remember. Who did I pick? I think I picked Arizona probably in that game. I don't know.
Arizona is a weird team, man. Sometimes you look like they could be really unstoppable, especially at home. But when you see them on the road or they play against good teams, it's like boom, 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 ba-doom.
By the way, my bad. I picked Washington to win that game, so I lost the point.
I think I picked Washington too. I think we all did.
Yeah, I'm a loser.
Yeah, but the Cardinals are a weird team, and that was just a bad loss for Washington. There you go.
That's what I needed.
Hold up. There you go.
There we go.
And just for Sean. There you go.
Hey guys, let's do that. Not now, but guys, if we need to, I'll mention in the text box whenever Sean's on, and we need to do that. I'll just put it in the text box. So the three of us will go what simultaneously.
All right, here you go. Next one. Like I saying, the game was close, but the Cardinals won a very nice touchdown pass from Carson Palmer to J.J. Nelson. I was watching this live on Red Zone by my godmother's boyfriend, Jeremy's house. That's where I watched most of the pay-per-views at.
Oh, hey, Jeremy! There was a commercial. There was a NASCAR commercial about that years ago.
That's funny. Anyways, but the Cardinals win. The Cardinals. I forgot who they're playing next week. They're playing against the Dolphins next week. Actually, yeah, they're on the road at Miami, so that should be interesting.
That should be a good game.
And then for the Redskins, like I mentioned before, they're taking on the Eagles, so they'll.
Oh boy.
Next one, the Giants lose to the Steelers yesterday, 24-14. The Giants are now 8-4. They'll await the Dallas Cowgirls, like Frank said, on Sunday Night Football. While the Steelers are on the road against the Buffalo Bills.
Oh man.
That's an easy one for Pittsburgh.
I don't know, Frank. They usually struggle up there.
Wait, where's that game? Is that game in Buffalo?
That one's in Buffalo.
That's gonna be close.
Yeah. Guys, did you guys watch the game? Any thoughts on the Steelers Giants?
Well, I'll go. Brian, you want to go first or should I?
You can go ahead, Frank.
Okay, well, I thought it was a great game yesterday. Listen, it's hard to go into Pittsburgh and win because that's one of the best home environments in the NFL. I'm just surprised the game was not more of a blowout as it was because we know how Eli is when it comes to throwing picks.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty bad with that stuff. To be honest with you.
No surprise there. No surprise the Steelers won.
Yeah. I was gonna say this though. Odell Beckham was complaining again about officiating.
Oh, shut!
Really?
Where's the Chris Jericho sound effect?
Would you please?
Yeah.
Here we go.
He's on the list.
No, Browning. It goes like this. Odell Beckham, you just made the list. All right. Breaking news.
Hold on.
Rajon Rondo suspended for tonight's game against the Trailblazer after having a heated exchange with a Bulls assistant in Mavericks loss. Sources tell the Vertical. Oh, man.
Which assistant was it?
Here we go.
Pete Myers, was it? So, like, the Bulls have turmoil. Oh, my goodness.
Damn.
Yeah,
all right. Next one. Here we go. Anyway, let's move on. But Giants lose. Steelers move on. Those two teams are very interesting, and obviously you still have that story of both Eli and Ben Roethlisberger being drafted in the same draft class. So that's interesting.
Yeah, good careers for him to last this long.
We'll move on to the NFC South as the Saints lost to the Detroit Lions yesterday. Lions won 28-13. It wasn't even close.
That was a convincing win for Detroit. Very convincing.
Yeah, very convincing win. The Saints are done. I respect Sean Payton. I respect Drew Brees, but it's a time for a change in that organization. They gotta blow that sucker up. If any team needs a rebuild, it's that team. To be honest with you.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I gotta say something about Detroit. With this win yesterday, I'm convinced they're winning the division. I'm not saying they're going to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying they're going to Houston, but they are going to win the division.
So big win there for Detroit. Tampa Bay beat San Diego yesterday, 28-21.
Is this really worth talking about?
No, that was Ethiopia at its time.
Yeah, there was two definite Ethiopia games. That and the 49ers Bears.
Ethiopia, you so good.
Hey, pretty awesome, dude. You got it.
That's nice.
Number 18 in the house.
Jameis, you are really good. Hey, by the way, Philip Rivers is worse than Jay Cutler. I'm gonna say it. Philip Rivers is worse than Jay Cutler.
They're about the same. They throw interceptions at crucial situations in the game.
Rivers throws more interceptions than Jay Cutler does in the entire season.
Yeah, but who's got more character? Philip Rivers or Jay Cutler?
Doesn't matter. They both suck.
Yeah, but look, Philip Rivers is. It's hard to believe that Philip Rivers is last.
I'm pretty sure he's more outgoing guy. He's a better teammate, but still, he's the reason why they're losing games.
Yeah.
So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on a roll. They're picking up momentum. They'll be taking on the Saints this week in Tampa, so that should be a good one.
Yeah, hard to believe they're going out there. They're neck and neck with the Falcons for that division.
True. I forgot who San Diego's playing next week, but probably doesn't matter. That's probably Ethiopia.
Wait, did I guys tell you about the $6 tickets?
No.
Oh, you guys gotta hear this. Okay, guys. I don't know who the Chargers are playing next week, but on Christmas Eve, you know the NFL Christmas Eve games, which are on a Saturday, are gonna be treated like a Sunday. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can tell you one definite Ethiopia game. This game may be Ethiopia of the year. These games, and this team is charging $6 for tickets because they know nobody's gonna come out to this. But the Browns on Christmas Eve Saturday are hosting the Chargers, and they're charging.
Oh my God!
No joke. And I was watching this on WGN News Friday while I was having my lunch. They are actually charging $6 tickets for that.
They should give it free tickets like TNA does for their freaking shows. Nobody pays tickets for TNA shows at Universal Studios.
$6 for the Chargers and the Browns.
Oh, that's disgusting. Anyways, what was I gonna say? What other games are on Christmas Eve?
I don't know, I'm not thinking. I'm just saying that because I heard on the news that the Browns are actually giving away $6 tickets for their home game on Christmas Eve Saturday against the Chargers.
How about this one from yesterday? This is one of the good games. Kansas City goes into Atlanta and beats the Falcons.
Eric Perry.
Kansas City, man, they may be the best team in the AFC.
Hey, Glory Hump, we actually got a pretty good Thursday night game this week in terms of matchup.
Yeah, even though the quality of play probably won't be up to what that matchup actually means.
Yeah, really, both teams are on short rest.
Yeah, so it's gonna be very interesting. What's gonna happen? That game's gonna be in Kansas City next week. Raiders. Chiefs.
Wait a minute! I just realized something. Since there's no more since there's no more high school football now on Friday nights, could they play that game on Friday night?
If they want to, I don't know.
Yeah, why don't they play give them an extra day? Or how about this? There's no more college games. I say play it on Saturday.
How about this stat line for a tight end? Travis Kelce, 8 receptions for 140 yards.
God, that's crazy.
Really? I was just impressed with Eric Berry for coming home to Atlanta, where he had medical issues not too long ago, and also coming back and with 2 pick sixes. Hey, I got the Kansas City Chiefs. They go into Denver. They go into Kansas City. They go into Atlanta, guys, and win. I'll tell you what. This team's on momentum, on fire right now.
Oh.
Any thoughts about Cam Newton being benched yesterday for the dress code stuff?
Well, was he wearing? I have a question. Was he wearing those rainbow flagish pants that he wore coming into Santa Clara for the Super Bowl last year?
I don't know about that. I'll leave no comment on that end. But
Cam Newton's a punk.
It looks like it, but the Panthers got blown out in Seattle yesterday, 40-7. That was the Sunday Night Delight. According to people who think every NFL primetime game is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, if you look on Twitter, people are like, "Oh, I could have watched Sunday or Monday Night Football than this shit."
I'm happy you didn't.
They got to play the Chargers next week.
I rather watch the Baron Corbin Kalisto chairs match 100 times more than this game.
That feels getting so old right now.
No, it's not. Kalisto's been injured for 2 months. He just came back. The feud would have been over a couple months ago if the guy didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Corbin and Kalisto were really good yesterday, actually.
I guess it's just me or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just you, dude.
Yeah,
it's you. It's all you, dude. It's all you, Brown and B-Star.
Yeah. Hey, man. can't get on a soapbox for long-term storylines, and when they happen, I'm tired of it. Hey, man, let's keep it at 100. Keeping it 100. Anyways, next game we'll talk about here. There's really not much to talk about with the Panthers and Seahawks. It was a blowout. They got their ass whooped.
I predicted that. Oh my goodness! Hold on. I gotta go to my Yahoo picks here. I did predict Seattle. Hold on. Let me get to my Yahoo picks. Did I predict them? I know we don't talk about this, but oh my goodness! Did they score the most points this week?
Yes.
Dude, okay, I had them scoring the most points this week. What was the final score of that game again?
40-7.
Oh my goodness! I had them scoring 41. You know what they had as a final? I had the Seahawks winning 41-21.
Nice.
That came close. Oh well.
I was gonna say, still, this is not an impressive victory for the Seahawks, in my opinion, because the Panthers suck, and I'm still not buying this Seahawks team.
Well, the reason why they suck is because of Cam Newton.
Yep.
He's not the only reason, but he is a big reason why. Lack of leadership.
Yep, lack of leadership. All right, next one. By the way, the Seahawks next week are taking on the Packers in Green Bay. So
should be a good game.
That one will be called by Phil Simms.
Wait a minute. Wait. Is that game on CBS?
Yeah, that's one of the CBS.
I thought that game was on Fox. I thought that game was on Fox.
No, it was on CBS.
Oh my gosh! Wait, wasn't Nance and Sims? Even though I don't care where the announcers are, weren't they in Green Bay yesterday?
Yeah, that's a good transition because the Packers beat the Texans in one of the most boring football games I've ever seen this season. The Packers went 21-13. Houston sucks. They wasted too much money on Brock Osweiler. I continue to say it. The guy is a stiff mannequin version of Jay Cutler, but 5 inches taller than him. Houston's done. Stick a fork in them. Even though the division they're in absolutely sucks.
Tom Brady and Peyton Manning didn't need all the money.
People may think I'm nuts, but I actually think the Titans have a better shot of making the playoffs than the Texans do right now. I really do. I think Tennessee's a better overall team than Houston.
Hey guys, I gotta talk about this, and I don't care what Shawnee Boy thinks, but how about the Raiders? They have the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm rooting for them to get the number 1 seed in the AFC because I'll be honest, if they can get the number 1 seed in the AFC,
I heard there was a rematch of the Tuck Rule game coming up soon, right?
Is there? I didn't check the Patriots and Raiders. I don't know their schedule.
The Raiders.
Patriots schedule. Let me check it out, dude. I hope you're right.
In the meantime, let's move on. The Packers, like I said, are taking on the Seahawks next week, while Houston will be taking on the Titans. No, actually, the Titans are taking on the Broncos. They're coming off their bye week. Let me go find out and see who Houston's playing. I think they're playing.
The division is weak anyway.
Yeah, the division is very, very,
hard
very
to believe the Colts have someone to play for tonight against the Jets.
Ich bin am Banana. 1 second.
No, dude, we don't send games to Berlin. We send games to Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who do they play? Check it out, dude.
I'm looking for it. My ESPN app is going really, really slow.
Let's say some upper Raiders though. If they get home field, there's a shot they can beat the Patriots, I believe. If they were to come down to Patriots Raiders, of course.
Patriots schedule.
Where's the Patriots schedule? I got that up, dude. Next week they play Baltimore on Monday Night Football.
Okay.
That's at home. Then they go on the road and they play the Denver Broncos. I guess with Peyton Manning retires, it's lost its luster a little bit.
All the Patriots will not play the Raiders this season, unlike what Sean said. Wait.
What? Did Sean? You know what? That's not a big. Let's give Sean that one.
All right.
Oh my goodness! They play the Jets on Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go to Dolphins. The Patriots are fine, Sean.
All right, here we go. Hubba hubba.
Hubba.
Skippy. Well, damn it, Josh.
Yeah, really.
Oh man.
Next one on you, dude.
Next one, we'll talk about Bears absolutely mollywopped the 49ers yesterday, 26-6.
Well, we do that.
Yeah, this one was ugly out of the gates, and it was ugly towards the end in a good way for the Chicago Bears. Matt Barkley is really, really good in my opinion. I thought the defense was really good again, even though they continue to be underrated in my opinion. Their defense had 5 sacks yesterday, a forced fumble. Bears went 26-6. 49ers got to the position where they had to bench Kaepernick in the fourth quarter for Blaine Gabbert. Kaepernick was 1 for 4 passing with 5 yards.
Yeah, could you imagine Blaine Gabbert and Matt Barkley being the 2 quarterbacks in this game?
Oh man, but still, Colin Kaepernick proved why he should not be a quarterback in the NFL.
Dude, I think, you know what? I got to tell you, I think the 49ers were tanking yesterday.
Tanking,
yeah. And this is why you need a draft lottery in the NFL. I think because, look, let's face it, Cleveland's getting that number 1 pick. I think they're trying to tank. I think they're taking for number 2.
Hey, if people want to stick to the tanking formula, look where the Jaguars and the Browns are. You're more likely to be where those organizations are than you are where the Cubs were this year.
Yeah.
There's no guarantees with that stuff. Next one game we'll talk about here. The Ravens blew out the Dolphins yesterday, 38-6. This one wasn't even close, and this kind of for the Dolphins team that kind of needed this victory, to be honest with you. The Ravens blew out the Dolphins.
That was a mollywop. Yeah. Mollywop.
The Ravens are preparing to once again beat the Patriots in New England, which is going to be a lot of fun. While the Dolphins are at home against the Cardinals. Really quick, the Raiders beat the Bills yesterday. That was the Ethiopia contest, but the Raiders did come back from a 24-9 deficit.
I would say that. No, Raiders are in first place in our division. Can't say
that. Any game that features Rex Ryan or Rob Ryan as coaches, I consider it an Ethiopia game.
2 years ago, that would have been Ethiopia.
Yeah. But the last game we'll talk about here, Broncos beat the Jaguars yesterday, 20-10.
Man,
Broncos, with Paxton Lynch nonetheless being in the Jaguars. How about that?
Oh, that's something there.
Trevor Siemian did not play on Sunday, but Broncos win. They still keep their playoff hopes intact.
He didn't need to play. They were playing Jacksonville.
Really quick, do you guys think there will be 3 teams coming out of the AFC West in the playoffs?
No.
All right.
No, I don't think so.
If that's not the case, then which team is not making the playoffs then?
I would have to say Denver. I'd have to say Denver could be the team out.
I think Denver is missing.
Look,
probably Denver too.
Guys, Oakland's going to make it. They're going to win the division. Kansas City's heating up.
Mm-hmm.
Although, who knows? Kansas City's going to give Oakland a pretty good right for their money. But I just think there's one team that won't make it, it'll be Denver.
Yeah. Oakland's got to keep the momentum, man.
That should be a good Thursday night game. I know that just from a matchup standpoint, I know the quality of football won't be what we expect, but at least from a storyline with record and divisional title and playoffs and all that should be a good game.
Yeah.
Blake Bortles, the interception machine. Jaguars are now 2-10 in a year where people thought the Jaguars were actually gonna explode. But nonetheless, that's a wrap up for our recap of football. Full 30 minutes. I think we covered just about every game we did so far, right? So,
no, we didn't. The Patriots.
Nice game.
Patriots beat the Rams. That's all we got to say about that game.
Yeah.
Patriots beat the Rams.
Oh, my thoughts on the Patriots Rams.
My thoughts on the Patriots Rams. Patriots beat the Rams. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, also my thoughts on Monday Night Football tonight.
Oh boy.
You can Raw.
Yeah, I could give a flying fig dude about the Colts versus the Jets.
Guys, I guarantee this. Raw will get more reigns in that game tonight.
Raw's been pretty solid the past couple weeks.
Yep.
Let's see what happens tonight. They're on the road to part of the pun. They're on the road to roadblock.
I'll change my stance to that. Raw should get more ratings in that game tonight.
Yeah, it probably won't happen, unfortunately. Though it'll probably be better than the Monday night game tonight.
Yeah.
Either way, really quick, just to refresh everybody's memory, who you guys are going with for the Jets and Colts?
I'm taking Colts.
You got the Colts, all right?
I got the Colts,
Browning?
Got the Jets.
You got Jets. I'm gonna go with the Colts as well.
No.
Jets have no offense.
Let me switch. I'm going with the Colts as well. What the heck?
I'm sorry, man. If you have Brandon Marshall as your leader on your football team, you're bound to miss the playoffs. I'm calling that the Brandon Marshall effect.
Dude, forget that. They don't have a quality quarterback on that team. Their quarterback situation is just as bad as the Browns.
Hey, it's okay. The New York Jets will be having Jay Cutler as their quarterback next season.
So now, you know what? The Browns might actually have a better record than the Jets next year.
You think Cutler hates the Chicago media? Wait for the.
I don't know if he hates the media. I just don't think he really cares for them. I don't think he has hatred toward them.
Well, I can't blame him though. The media here is kind of dumb at times, to be honest with you.
Yeah, media, don't you get the sense that the Chicago media panics too much?
Yeah, the world's coming to an end. The world's coming to an end.
I'll say this: thank goodness the Cubs did win the World Series.
Oh
for
man!
the media, and for
it would be nauseating listening to sports talk radio if the Cubs.
This would have been. You know what? Also for my dad's sake. You know what? After the Cubs defeated the Dodgers in the NLCS, the next day I said the Cubs better win this World Series. You know what my dad said, Glory Hump? He said this will be worse than 1969, 1984, 2000 combined. That's what my dad said.
Oh man, but like I got to ask because I know how your dad was that game we went to against the Giants was like, hey, see, Frank, I told you.
Well, you know what?
Man doesn't know what he's doing.
You know what? My dad has never, and me too. I mean, we were heading into that game 7 a month ago. I could not be more nervous for a sporting event in my lifetime than I was for Game 7 a month ago. But here's the thing. I can guarantee you this. If the Cubs had lost that game, you could have talked to me. I would have still come on the show. Yeah. I would have not been trust me, I would have come on the show.
Even though Sean would do that forced trolling laugh at you.
Oh God.
You know what? If he does that laugh, dude, yeah.
Sounds like kid at house.
Sounds like a dying hyena.
I'll use Browning, dude. I mean, here, does that laugh? Here you go. I don't mean for Browning. I'm just predicting it's Sean.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey guys, yeah, we gotta do that for Sean though. If he comes, if he takes your place, Schoolie Hump, if he's trying to take over, we got to do it, all three of us.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
What? Browning,
mute yourself.
Browning, I just did that as an example. I muted you as an example, like you were Sean.
Unmute yourself.
Here, I'll unmute you, doofus. I can't unmute you. Okay, let's do it again.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. What? 1, 2, 3.
What?
That was perfect. That was better.
1, 2, 3.
What? Hey, I got a good idea. Even better, Glory Hump. Can we play Stone Cold? Do you have a Stone? Can you play sound effects?
Oh man, I wish. Unfortunately, Google Hangouts do not allow you to upload sound effects into the dashboard here.
You know, I'll be honest though with Sean's teams, and I wish the Patriots well. I don't have any hatred for that organization, but just for the sake of Sean, I hope the Patriots lose.
I really do.
I hope they lose because I'm tired of seeing them in the playoffs every year. To be honest with you,
dude, it's
getting old. It's boring.
My words. If Oakland, if the Patriots have to go to Oakland for the NFC Championship
Cardinals,
game, dude, the Raiders may win that game.
Yeah. Doug McDermott looks to be coming back. He's going to be playing for the Windy City Bulls tonight. So, Doug McDermott's looking to. He's coming back from his concussion protocol situation, Frank. So
yeah, I know. I'm happy.
They can use him off the bench. To be honest with you,
definitely. You're right about that, dude.
Yeah. I watched that Cavs and Bulls game that Saturday night when I was in.
Yeah, that was a good game
that night. Yeah.
Friday, right?
Oh yeah, that game was on ESPN.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you know what? Though, when the Bulls are on ESPN, I always watch the local TV broadcast anyway.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I like Stacey Keene. I'm a Stacey Keene fan.
I like Stacey Keene too. He's very, very good.
And besides, it's an alternative. It's, by the way, I'm happy the Bulls are on local TV when they're on ESPN, because they're on ESPN. I don't have to watch that godforsaken network.
All right, Skibby Bayless.
Are we going to bash that one?
No, we're not gonna do the bash hour. I'm just gonna say, Skippy, you survived the show for a day. It's all good.
Should that be his birthday present? His belated birthday present?
We'll probably be back on it on Thursday.
But I don't have his meetings.
In the meantime, let's get into the spoken word.
Who wants to go?
Who wants to go first?
I'll go quickly, because I just want to say, as my sport, it's very important to note that if you wake up no matter how your life is, if you wake up every morning, consider life to be pretty darn good. My spoken word today, as always.
All right, Brownie, go ahead.
Then gotta give a shout out to my boy Chucky Smooth.
What up, Chucky Smooth? Hey, is he in any matches later? Smooth in any matches?
No, he's retired.
Oh, he's retired. He's retired, dude.
Yeah, his body got him and stuff. So, but I'm still going to the shows I go to. So I mean. And me and Chuck came to second Unify yesterday.
Nice.
And one more thing, I came in fourth in singles. I had an off day on Saturday.
You had an off day. What were you? You weren't out. You weren't out boozing, were you, dude?
It's stiff competition on my lane, so I had like 5 people on my lane that day.
Oh, so you're blaming a number of people for your downfall?
No.
No. That's it, though. Shout out to the boy Chucky Smith.
Yeah, shout out to Chuck.
Yep.
All right, Chucky Cheese movie, got your shout out, dude.
By the way, Jordan Howard, for me, would be the rookie of the year, besides Ezekiel Elliott.
Nice.
That guy is a beast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for me, like I always said, be the authentic product that is yourself. If you feel like you need to make a change, you got to change the way you approach it, and you got to change yourself in the process.
Love it, dude.
Also, I got a little update on the Rachel and Rondo thing. Rondo has apologized to the coaching staff and his teammates on Sunday, and had a meeting with Fred Hoiberg.
Oh, nice.
He had a meeting with Fred Hoiberg last night. So even though he's suspended for tonight's game, it looks like everything is fine for now. So
let's clear the air. Let's get through the suspension and clear the air, dude.
Yeah. It happens. Frustrating losses are never fun. So
there's got to be consequences for your actions. That's all.
Yeah, and I get it that Rondo lost to his former team, the Mavericks, but still, you can't handle situations like that.
No, you're trying to think. You're trying to think. Beat the Cavs in the playoffs.
Yeah, but hey, we got a little sample of what the team could do against the Cavs. The Cavs are not invincible. Yeah. That's one thing I took away from that game on Friday. But all right, thank you guys for checking out the show. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. As always, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, we have all our previous editions of the Sports Drive in the playlist section of this YouTube channel. Check out the Josh Lopez Wrestling Podcast episode 32 this Wednesday, which is gonna be a lot of fun. I'll be flying solo this week, talking about TLC and all that fun stuff, and getting on the road to Roadblock, and new champion at NXT, and a bunch of stuff with TNA. I'm going to be all over the place on Wednesday, but it's going to be a lot of fun. As always, make sure to check out my play-by-play pieces on the Zone of Wrestle. Those are always a lot of fun to do, and I appreciate you guys' support. As always, make sure to follow us on Twitter. More importantly, at @DSports_Drive. Follow the Big Win at Twitter at BigWinFrank. Follow the Brownie Master at Brownie Master. I'm at Twitter at Notorious Joshie. That's JOSHIE on Twitter, not JOSHY for those wondering. Thank you guys for the support, and we'll be back here on Thursday. Hopefully the whole crew will be back. And if it does, all rails and trains and etc. will be off the chains. Off the rails, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
That sucks.
But for the Big Win and the Brownie Master and the Aaron's Master, I'm the Gluey Hump Josh Lopez. Thank you guys. Check out the Sports Drive. Enjoy Raw tonight. And we'll be back here on Thursday for episode 124 of the Sports Drive. Peace.
Love and understanding. What?
What?